to you about something, and I need your help.
What are you talking about?
Chantel LaRue. She stopped by my studio. She offered me $500K to kill her husband.
Popular social media influencer was murdered. The suspect is still at large.
Tear down the council by any means necessary.
So to the championships games, girl.
I see you watching me with those eyes.
I really need a Christmas miracle. Boutique de ma mère.
Hello, this is
Teddy Maxwell's manager.
We'd love for you to be his stylist. You want me to style the Teddy Maxwell?
It happened. There isn't anything that any of us can do to change that. I want to change it so bad.
What are the odds of your ex-boyfriend and you ended up here together? Stu may still have feelings for you.
I promise you, it's just a tragic.
You killed my brother.
Whatever you pray for is about to happen, so y'all just drink plenty of water, because we ain't stopping.
We are on the set of biopic, the Tunisa Rose story, First Lady of EMF. And with the family.
What's up, everybody? Listen, I came to Omega Mindset. It was absolutely phenomenal. Listen, I'm excited about what's going on in them, through them, and by them, and for them. It's going to be amazing. Y'all be looking out for it. All right, take care.
I am so sick of Mark and his lies that it has my anxiety at an all-time high.
Have you felt the urge to harm yourself?
You have no idea.
I'm going to sleep yet.
Morning.
I can't.
Nick, girl, you look like you about to get the runway again.
Thank you, girl.
It's not what you think.
What am I thinking, Mark?
Dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Smells like another one.
You're gonna drive yourself crazy.
I told you I was talking with different investors.
Houghton's not for sale.
Have you talked to Mark?
A body washed up on the shore, and we've confirmed it is indeed your husband.
Right now, you're a #1 suspect. So where do you want to start?
I know what you're thinking, but I didn't kill him.
Mom, you know that she's a nutcase. I wouldn't put anything past her.
Tell me about the fight you had the night of the party.
I'm selfish?
Yes.
I am tired of her antics.
What exactly do you want me to do?
You know what you need to do.
You know what? One thing Makin can do is push out some hits, y'all. Like Makin be doing it. I'm so excited to be a part of this family and this dynamic and kind of just amplify more Black creatives in the film space. My name is Tamika Jameson, formerly Tamika Newhouse, for those that are not aware of who I am. I am a creativepreneur, producer, writer, and I am filling in for Tressa Azarel Smallwood this evening for Making the Cuts. Another episode, another live stream, another celebration of yet a rising star in the film space. Making the Cut is all about sharing or shining light on a filmmaker that we feel that is worthy of being talked about. They're releasing a new project either soon or it just now came out, and we want to celebrate them by bringing them on, bringing on their cast, maybe even some of the people that helped put the film together. And we want to talk about how it got started, and what really kind of ignited this concept. And so I'm always excited to be able to talk to creators, because this is what I do, y'all. For 17, 18 years, I have just been talking to creators of all walks of life about their projects, what inspires them, and then sharing tools, because of course we want to celebrate people that made it happen or made the cut, but we also want to share our tools, whether those be tangible tools, emotional tools, spiritual tools, all the tools that we can actually encompass to actually make our dreams come true. So tonight we're going to be joined by Jewell Powell. We're going to talk about her new project. And we also have some surprise guests that's going to be joining us tonight to talk about her project tonight with us as well. And we're going to reveal the trailer to her project as well. So I don't know. We'll see if this is the premiere for the trailer, because, over here at Megamon, we like to be nosy. We like to be able to, like Tina say, pop out on y'all and show y'all something that you haven't gotten anywhere else. And so once we do reveal the trailer tonight, it will live on the Megamind Media YouTube channel. Our goal is to get the views to 1,000 views for each trailer, because we like to create milestones. And when those trailers hit 1,000, y'all, more doors and opportunities open up for those filmmakers here at Megamind Media. So make sure that once this goes live, after this live stream has concluded, you head on over to YouTube, you watch it, you share it with your friends and your family, and let's get those views up to 1,000. Last month's guests made it happen, and this month we're going to make it happened again. So let's bring on Miss Jewell, my darling. Welcome on. I'm excited to talk with you.
Hello. Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So where are you calling in from? And I love the background.
Thank you. Thank you. I love
Wait,
to read.
is that AI?
No, this is my actual background. Yes.
Okay, I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, my office. I'm from Maryland. I'm calling in from Maryland.
Okay. And so, like, how is the climate? I know DC is I lead over there doing some stuff. So, how is home right now? How you feeling?
Home is great. The weather is a little cooler now, and I love this area. And I'm filming, if I can, all my films in this area. So we did our first film here. This is where I lived my whole life and went to school here. And so, yes, love Maryland.
And so you say you're going to film all of your movies there. So
I'm gonna try my best, because this is home. This is where my family and friends are, and I want them to be a part of it. So yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about your first project. Take us into why we're here tonight. You made the cut. Like I had a conversation with Trust and also Lynette Blackwell, who will be joining us next month for Making the Cut. And they said, look, we got to bring her on. We got to talk to Jewell. So take us into your journey. Tell us about your project.
Yeah, so Unfailing Love is my first project. And it came about because I was retiring from the Postal Service, and I asked God what was next. And he told me to write this modern day script of the book of Hosea. And so that's what I did and wrote it. And I said, now what's next? And he said, make it. And I'm like, okay. Never had a desire to write movies, be in movies. But I just heard the voice of the Lord and I did what he told me to do.
So take double back for us a little bit. The book of Hosea.
Yes.
So kind of for those that probably don't read the Bible enough, and I'm a kid, right? So I like to say I know the Bible, but I don't know all the stories in the Bible. So take us a little bit into how that story inspired the scripts.
Yeah, so when God said to do the book of Hosea, my thought was, why? It's a Old Testament book. Most people don't even read that part of the book. But he had a message in it. And it's a serious message for his people. But basically, Hosea was a prophet who was called by God to marry a prostitute to give Israel a message. And so he's giving his church a message right now through the book of Hosea. It's a modern day version. It still applies for today.
It's funny that, not funny, but it's interesting that you mentioned that he married a prostitute, or what people may see these days as a woman is of less value. And I'm rewatching Queen Sugar. Y'all don't judge me because I never finished the last season, so I had to go back and rewatch the whole thing so I can understand the last season. And when you said that, it kind of showed me how Ralph Angel fell in love with Darla, and Darla went through some things, and she used to run the streets and take drugs and abuse her body and things, but he still found love in her. He valued her and he romanced her, and he really didn't care about her past and her present, and so he only cared about her present. So I like the fact that, and it's funny because I'm connected to a storyline like that. And here you go talk about your storyline is similar. And there's not enough stories like that where men are falling for or women are being given a second chance. Women that made mistakes or men that also made mistakes. They pass maybe ugly and not so perfect. And normally people may judge them. But I like the fact that like a second chance type of love, is that what people are going to experience with this love story?
Yeah, and I think the beauty of this love story is that we are not perfect people, but God loves us unconditionally. So he is the God of second chances. And regardless of what we've been through and regardless of what we've done, God is always chasing us and coming after us with his unfailing love.
Yeah. And you are joined tonight. We are going to bring on some of your guests, some of the stars of your film as well. So I see all of you beautiful people on backstage. We're about to get ready to bring y'all on to talk about your character a little bit. But Jill, before I do that, so you are the writer of this script. Did you do any other parts? Did you produce? Did you direct?
Yep. Writer, producer, director, casting, location.
Lord, you was an octopus.
Executive director and acted in it. So
okay, so now you're a little Tyler Perry. So Tyler Perry doing everything too. Tyler Perry like budget where? Like I'm gonna jump in.
Hey, I had to. The budget, right?
I understand. And so okay, so for those that are listening to you, because you made the cut, like you made it happen, and it sounded like you had like 8 different roles, like your arms is all over here and all over yonder. I personally understand what it feels like to direct, and it can be taxing on your body, taxing on your mental health, taxing on your spirit. So how did you maintain? Who was in your tribe? Like who kept you going?
So my family and my friends. I could not have done this without them. Like I was pulling from everywhere, from Facebook, social media, everybody. And I got really good people behind me to help with that. The cast is phenomenal. And if you read any of our comments on YouTube, I mean, everybody talks about how the cast was just phenomenal. Like I just had good people. I was just really blessed to have good people behind me.
All right, so you talk about the cast, so now I'm a little bit nosy. I see some handsome fellas back there in the background. Hey, Tremaine. Hey, Darrell. Hey, John. Kelsey, turn your mic on or your camera on so we can see y'all. So we about to get ready to bring in the fellas. And let's talk about your roles. Who is the leading ladies? Who is the leading men? Who is the supporting characters? We want to dive in, and I want to hear a little bit about y'all creative process. So ladies first, Miss Kelsey, come on to the stage.
Come on, Kelsey, who played Ariana.
Hello, everyone.
Hello,
hi, Kelsey.
beautiful.
How are you?
I'm well. How are you? It's good to see you again, Jewel.
Good to see you, beautiful.
So, Kelsey, what made you say, you know what? Yeah, I'll play this character. How did it all come about, and why did you say yes?
Oh, wow. Well, honestly, it was my first faith-based film. And so there was some weight to it for me. It was very important that I was in the right headspace. It's like there's something about it when it's like a project for God, so I felt like I had to do it. Like if I was called to be used as a vessel to play this character, then I wanted to fully encapsulate what that meant. And I honestly didn't know too much about the book of Hosea when I got the role. And after some research, I was like, okay, this is a girl that so many people are going to be able to relate to. It felt like a walking testimony for myself. I feel like God has given me so much grace in my life. And she's just a reflection of that. I feel like that character is like a mirror for so many people men and women that have just been through so much and have been restored with their faith, given another chance in life, and just worthy of love still.
Right, right. And so did the character, did you relate to that character anyway personally?
Yeah,
anything, any emotions you had to channel?
For sure. Even like on a like non-emotional way. She was vegan and it was crazy because I had just gone vegan. So like that was interesting. She was an artist, which I could relate to. And I mean, unfortunately, I could relate to just her choice of love. What she put herself through and like what her skewed vision of what love was and being lost at that point. You know, in my life, I've definitely done the same thing and found myself in a cycle that had to be broken. And Ariana, I mean, she went the deep end on like, I feel like even working on her, I was like, why are you doing this? Why do you keep doing this? It was so frustrating at times, but I had to give her grace and understanding and be empathetic to anybody who can be lost, you know?
Absolutely. And so, Mr. Tremaine, let's go ahead and bring you on
Wait a
in.
minute, before we get Tremaine, I just want to just piggyback on something that Kelsey said, because you were saying how she related to this film. And I got a text, well, this is from the YouTube, and someone says, I am that Ariana who needed to bump into this movie today just for the purpose of rededicating my life right at this moment. Like, this is what we're doing because we can see ourselves as Ariana in this film.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's one thing to create films for entertainment, but it's another thing when people can actually connect with the story, connect with the characters, and then they leave feeling something.
And Jewel, honestly, I get so many messages and DMs. I just want you to know for the script that you wrote that people reach out to me personally. Like, I've watched this movie 5-6 times. I'm like falling more in love with my life. I'm getting closer to God, like all of these things. And it touches my heart every time I see something like that. It really does.
Yeah, it touches mine too.
Well, y'all look, I gotta catch up, y'all. I thought we was doing a trailer premiere. I'm behind. Look, I'm about to. So first of all, because we about to keep saying this, you know, repetition is key. It is streaming on what?
Tubi.
Amazon.
And Amazon.
Yeah, is it at Amazon? Because it is on Amazon. I know it's on Roku too. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Tubi, Roku, and Amazon Prime, y'all. We're gonna keep saying that tonight. They got me curious. Okay. Well, Mr. Tremaine, who did you play? Like, come on in and let's be nosy about you a little bit. What's going on, sir?
We can't hear you, Tremaine.
Uh-oh.
No. You see, he's also sporting his Unfailing Love shirt. So.
Yes, I saw that. So while we do, let's do a shameless plug while Tremaine get that together. Let us see your shirt a little bit more. Can people get that shirt somewhere?
Yes, they can go to my he's showing his they can go to my website or my Shopify, and I'll have somebody plug it in for you guys.
Yes, plug it in so we can share it as well.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hi. I don't know what. Hi, Kelsey. Hi, Jewel. Tamika, thank you so much for having us. So happy to be here.
Absolutely. So take us into your character. Who did you play, and how did you know that this is what you wanted to do? Like, you want to step into this role?
So I played Hosea, and I didn't know that part of Kelsey's story. And it's very interesting because I had just been talking to my acting coach and my agent about wanting to dive into faith-based films as well. And so I had a friend who connected with Jewell, and I'm guessing he referred me to her. And so I connected with Jewell, and she sent me the script. And when I was reading the script, I was just preparing for a character, and it was a friend of mine who was looking at it. He's like, "Do you realize what this is?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "This is the book of Hosea in the Bible." I'm like, really? So he went and got a Bible off my shelf and like opens it, and he's like pointing at certain lines in the script, and he's pointing to stuff in the Bible, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is the book of Hosea. And so it was very interesting prepping and giving Hosea a modern day life and creating him and molding him in a way that the current atmosphere of the world could relate to and understand. And just shout out to Jewell, because this is a phenomenal script, and I am beyond honored to be a part of this film, be a part of this project.
Now I know that, and Jill, because you are the director, this is your baby. You play a lot of different roles. Did you give your actors a little bit creative freedom, or were there specific things that you wanted them to kind of, stick to what you put in there and no freestyling?
I'm gonna let Tremaine answer that one.
Okay.
Yeah. So there are two. So one area that, as my relationship really started to grow with Jewell, it became clear and clear that it was God who laid this on her heart. So there would be sometimes on set where people would be spitting these ideas and shooting these ideas at Jewell, and you could see like she was processing it, but she didn't want to take a step. And I would just walk up to her and I would say, "What did God tell you to do in this scene?" And she'd be like, "Well, he told me to do it like this." I'm like, "That's enough for me. Like, turn the camera on, because I don't care what you guys are saying. If this is how God gave it to her, this is how we're going to do it." One of my favorite parts in the movie, though, where she did give me some freedom, and it may be one scene where I get the most comments on when people are approaching me, is towards the end of the movie, Q and I have a confrontation when I'm getting Ariana back. And I just kept telling Jewell, I'm like, it needs something. Like it's just missing something. And she gave me free range to say something. And there's a line in there where I tell Q that
don't tell too much now.
Don't tell too much. Yeah.
Well, I give a line that become like very catchy, and like even in the theaters when people heard it, they started clapping. And I was like, yeah, I threw that in there. Y'all welcome.
Yeah, I did that.
So going back to, yes, I give them free will, but there's some things that I had to say, no, this is the way it's supposed to be done. And I was strong in that. And then also, we did 4 weeks of rehearsal on Zoom. And a lot of my directing came from that. So that when we got in front of the camera, we were good to go. And I think that's why people said that the acting was so great and how natural it was, because we had gotten so used to each other by then that when it was time to make the film, we were ready.
I love that. And I want to tap a little bit more into that, but let's go ahead and bring on Darrell
Powell.
Darrell, come on, sir. Hello.
Hey, Q.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
How are you, sir?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
All right, tell us about your character and what made you jump onto this script.
Okay, so I played Donovan. I played the pimp in the movie. Actually, Miss Jewell emailed me and she said, "Hey, just pick a character and audition." For me, it was only 2 choices. It was Hosea or Donovan. And I was at a point in my life I was too angry, and I was like, "Lord, I can't do Hosea right now." So I was just like, "But this Donovan guy, this Donovan fella, yeah, we can lean into this." And it was to me it was the best decision, because I remember my first day on set was when they were shooting the wedding scene, and I was like, "Man, it's so peaceful and blissful," but I was like, "Somebody has to be the problem, and that's me." And I think I did exactly that.
So you played the problem well. So you channeled some angry emotions and you brought it on set. Look, sometimes that works out,
Yeah.
Sometimes that's good, to be able to bring and actually do things that you wouldn't normally be able to do in real life. So how was that for you when you were letting out some of that emotion and anger? Like, how did that project?
Well, I'm a firm believer in give 100% and be dialed back. Because there were several times where Miss Jewell was like, cut, Darrell, we can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that means he was giving. All right, and so John, let's go ahead and bring you into the conversation. Last but not least, and now is PST. Is that short for pastor?
Yes.
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 Hey, Pastor.
John.
Hey, how's everybody doing?
Oh yeah, he got the pastor voice. All right, y'all. We got to everybody simmer down, Pastor talking. So look, Pastor, you got to tell us what made you say yes to the script. Tell us a little about your character as well.
So, my character was a reach for me because I had to play a pastor.
Oh, that was hard.
Yeah, it was very difficult. I had to go into my inner core and pull out this person. But I happen to be related to Jewell. My wife and Jewell are sister cousins, and they're best friends. And when Jewell started putting the project together, she called myself and my wife and asked us if we would have a part in the production. And she sent the script and what she wanted me to play. And so I was just really excited to be a participant. And, at the time, I've seen movies lately that were written and directed, and people had done them with iPhones and, smaller kind of machinery. And I walked into the set and I saw, directors and gaffs and people and cameras, and it was crazy. And I was like, oh, this is the real deal. And there was a really great energy. And one of the things that I loved about it was Jewell fought really hard to make sure that everybody who was doing anything with the movie had a consideration that we had been called to this place to do the movie, not just to do a movie, but this was a purpose of God that he had given her, and we were being allowed to be a part of this move of God. And so we had prayer. We opened up the first night, I think before we shot, with, like praise and worship, and Jewell released the word, and that just really set the tone for the movie.
You're like, you got ahead of me, because I was just about to ask, like, growing up in the church, like I remember preaching my first sermon at 9. And I was a full-fledged PK kid. Everything about my day-to-day was prayer. Watch what you say, watch what you think, be good, do good, mean well. So I wanted to know, like, how was the energy on set? Because it seems that the messaging was bigger than just, getting in front of the camera and acting out a character. There was something that you wanted to share. There was a meaning behind this entire story. So how was the energy? Was there moments where some people had, to, step to the side, put up the little church finger, like, y'all give me a moment, or did we have to kind of, come together and give some reassuring? Like, how was it? Was it a family-oriented environment? That people kind of struggle, and that you kind of get them back to where they needed to be? Like, how was the energy on set for everyone?
Can I go first, Jewell? Is that okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
So it takes great honor in actually answering this question, because Jewell's 100% correct. Like, the whole cast of this movie was amazing. Like, even Pastor. I remember the first night that we shot was the church scene, and Pastor goes up there and he's talking to the congregation before he's reading script. And I remember telling Jewell, I'm like, he don't need a script. Just turn the camera on. Just let that man talk. That man got anointing flowing out his mouth. And then with Q and Kelsey and myself, we just built such a tight chemistry with each other, even though, Kelsey and I were love interests. Q and I were enemies. There was just this tight chemistry that we had with each other. The first few days that we shot were just with Kelsey and I, and our chemistry, our natural chemistry, just began to just blossom And I would always do cute things in between scenes where we just be laying there right before they say action. I just lean over and I'd be like, I feel like we should probably kiss in this scene. I was doing that in every single, just stuff yeah, just stuff to build like natural, authentic chemistry. And I remember when it was time for Q to come on the first day. I remember telling Kelsey, I'm sure you remember this, Kelsey. I was like, look, we brought some fire these first few days. I'm like, Q's gonna have to bring it. I remember watching his first couple of scenes, and I was like, this movie is about to be a bomb shaker, because it was just like the chemistry between us three were just. I had so much fun filming with these two. Q and I's energy was so tight with each other. There was a scene where I literally almost got punched in the face, and I had to politely remind him, "Hey, bro, listen, we actors, okay? So this is not good. Calm down."
And anybody else want to chime in on that?
For me, I believe, and Kelsey and Darrell can, chime in, but it was like family to me. And again, I think those 4 weeks of the Zoom rehearsals helped that. I know most films, when I told people that we had 4 weeks of rehearsal, they were like, what? That's too much. But one, it was my baby. It was an assignment from the Lord. And so I needed it to be just right. I wanted to come out the gate with a great film to honor God more than anything. But to me, it was family. We were family by then, by the time we started shooting.
Definitely. I agree. And I want to chime in and say, when we started filming, my first day, I guess, it was probably the first day of the whole film. We started at the end. So the very last scene we filmed first. And, I'm sure if on set, those first days are they can be a little nerve-wracking when you don't know anyone. And I hadn't worked with anyone, none of the cast, none of the crew. And it was actually for me, I think Ariana's biggest moment. It's kind of when she gives her life to Christ. So I remember being on set and realizing that everyone on this set is so serious in making sure that we are at the level that you would have thought we had already been working on the film. It wasn't day one. I remember, to get me in the zone, they started singing these beautiful, beautiful gospel songs. They started playing my favorite songs I grew up listening to in the church. And it just brought me automatically there. And I feel like after that, everything was organic. All of the relationships that I feel like even with the crew and definitely with the cast, it just built up from there. And it was really just a lovely process. And even every day on set, one thing that I will say, Jewell, I've never been on a set that every single day before we got started, we all held hands and prayed. And I just thought that was so beautiful. And I will take that with me as I continue my journey in filmmaking, because I really, really appreciated that.
All right, y'all. Without further ado, let's dive into the trailer really quick. And then we do have some questions from our viewers, but I'm eager, y'all, because it looks like I'm the only one that's behind. So this for me. So can y'all cue the trailer? Because I'm nosy.
Cue.
He said to wait until he sends the one that I'm to marry. So I'll just keep waiting.
As long as fellas are here, there's money to be made.
Something's missing.
Like what?
Love.
Ariana.
What was your name again?
Hosea. Are you ready to see what true love looks like?
She's a prostitute. You need to divorce her.
I'm not happy, Hosea.
He's all yours.
When doing the right thing is hard to do.
She belongs to me.
And when I feel I have something to prove, affirm it.
What are you doing here?
We making more money than we've ever made.
But when is enough enough, huh?
It'll never be enough. All you've ever wanted was unconditional love, true love.
I'm trying, Lord.
What do you want from me?
You need to go home. I can't go home.
The church is full of hurting people.
I know you got me.
Wow. I must say, that's a trailer. That was good. Beautifully shot. Like, you know, like sometimes, you know, in this industry, you'll come across some films where you're like, okay, that's, you know, okay. But I'm like, wait a minute, not this her first film, and this is your first film, right?
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. I mean, it's shot beautifully. It looks like y'all, you really put some dedicated time into it. The visuals, the editing, the trailer was on point. The sound was good because, you know, again, sometimes you see some films and the sound don't be together, and I'm like, the scene was so good, but I can't hear y'all. It was good. Congratulations.
That's what I was saying, Tamika, that when I walked on the set, I was expecting iPhones and
yeah,
but this was the real deal, and you can see it because it comes across in the film.
Yeah.
And when we went to the viewing on the main screen, man, it was amazing how clear and how precise the photography was with the filming. So it was just an incredible project to be a part of.
Yeah,
And
shout out
again,
to
it's
John
streaming on
and Sam
Amazon,
Wilson.
Tubi, and Roku. So please go and support. So let's dive into some of these questions. The first up is Jewell. What did you learn this time directing that you can take to your next film?
Oh, good question, Gigi. One, I decided I don't want to do 11 different things at one time. I want to focus on directing the film. I might act, but I want to just focus on directing. And I was the producer and line producer, and I was all over the place. So I wouldn't recommend it, but I didn't have the budget for getting those people. So I had to do it at the time. But if I could, I wouldn't do that again.
And Jewell, do you think that any area it didn't really get its due justice because of all the different roles, or do you think that you nailed it?
By the grace of God, I want to say I nailed it only because I came from 30 years of doing project management and contract management. And so with that, I'm used to handling all these different projects. So
Right.
I just used the skills that I used for the last 30 years into this film. So yeah.
Okay. That's good. Okay. The next question, what do you guys hope that people will get from the film? And why is it important to share the film with your friends and family?
That's from my beautiful, handsome husband,
Hey,
Lewis. What I hope people will get from the film is it all goes to God, right? God wanted me to do this film because he wanted people to understand his unfailing love for them. And that even though they leave him and go away and do things, he's always coming back to you with open arms. And so that's what he wanted to really portray in the movie, as well as there's another message in it, but I'm gonna let you guys look at it and you figure it out for yourself.
Well, you know what? With that being said, this next question is I'm curious about this as well. Did anybody on set come to Christ or rededicate their life? Have a breakthrough? Did y'all even make an altar? Because growing up, we got in trouble. We had to make an altar where we was at.
I'm not sure if anyone gave their life to Christ, because a lot of us were already Christians on the set, and it just happened to be like that. But they had an experience. I can say that everyone had an experience because God was in it. Like we saw miracles And some of us knew about the miracles and some of us didn't, but they were actually miracles that we saw on set.
Good. Okay. Hosea plays a difficult role in this movie. He is portrayed and overlooked, but Ariana is as well. Was that comparison intentional when writing this?
He is betrayed and overlooked by Ariana. It was intentional for me to tell the authentic story of the Bible. And so God is kind of hard to describe, but God, we go into the world like when we 1 minute we're with God. On Sundays, we're with God. Maybe on Wednesdays, we are with at Bible study with God. But then on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we go a different route, right? We're in the world and we're in the part of the world system and we do the things of this world. And when you do that, you really are committing a spiritual adultery because God wants us all. He wants our hearts. He doesn't want us tossed to and fro. He doesn't want us to be hot or cold. He wants us to be hot or cold, not lukewarm. So they're just things that he wanted to be authentic about so that you can see what you're doing to his heart. And so I don't know about whether they got it on the set or not, but I know from those emails and those reviews that I'm getting, people are repenting. They're turning their hearts back to God. And that was the purpose of it.
Yeah. So well, I know that we lost the rail. He's actively in acting class, which I applaud, like you polishing your craft. So thank you so much for joining us. And so we have one more last question, you guys. And so that question is, why did you decide to make this movie? Also, is there something you would have done differently if you could make this movie again? So we kind of answered those questions already, but and you also tapped into why you created this movie. But is there another purpose-filled project that you're actually tapping into?
If I did, what was that last part again?
If there's something that you would do differently if you could.
I mean, in every project, you wish you could have done something differently. I think, and I've always prayed the whole time I prayed through it to make sure that I was doing a film that God would be happy about, because this was his film that he called me to do. And I do feel like he said, well done. And so as long as I know that God is happy with it, then I'm happy with it. Anything that I do from this point on, like I am a Christian faith-based writer, and my purpose is to hear God speak and put it on film. And so you'll get these type of stories from Impact Nations Entertainment.
Impact Nations Entertainment. I love that. I love the fact that you have the word impact in your company name, because I truly believe that the stories that you tell from now on the purpose will be to make an impact. So I'm really excited to see what else is coming from you. I congratulate you on this journey. Putting together a film is not easy. It's not cheap, y'all. This ain't, I know some people be hustling and doing it with their iPhones and stuff like that, but I can see from the trailer that y'all wasn't doing that. Y'all was legit. The hair was on point. We ain't had no Tyler Perry wigs going on. Like, y'all did a good job. Like, I'm excited to watch the film. I'm really excited to see it. And so again, y'all, it is on Amazon, Roku, Tubi. Go and support this project. You got to run those numbers up. Also, after tonight, the trailer will live on the Megamind Media YouTube channel, as well as we do our part to share and amplify this story. And Joe, I know that you said that you're planning on filming all your projects in DC and continue to do the work. So for those that would like to be in touch with you to learn more about what you're doing, y'all, please don't hit up Jewell to be like, can you help me with my project? She working. She working on her stuff. Let's not support her first before y'all ask for support. Let's do that first. Like, pour into her, and you never know, she may turn around and pour into you.
Absolutely.
So, Jill, tell us where we can find you and support more of what you got going on.
Yeah, so Impact Nations Entertainment at gmail.com is where they can reach me. Also on Impact Nations at Entertainment, the website, we have the free ebook about Hosea. So if you want to learn more about the book of Hosea, go and get that free ebook because it's going to tell you a lot more, and it's going to have clips from the movie so that you can see in the Bible where God was talking about what. So those are two things you can go.
Are more of your movies going to be based on biblical stories?
Well, the next one is a Christmas movie, and
Okay.
it is inspired by A Christmas Carol, but it has a
Aw.
faith-based twist to it.
Okay. Okay. Well, continue to be of service, and kudos to you for being obedient, allowing God to use you, and stepping out on faith and making it happen. And thank you all that actually joined Jewell on this journey to make it happen. Without you guys, it would not be possible. All the way down to the person that was running the craft services on set. Very needed. Very, very needed. So for the actors here tonight, you can tell us where we can find you and what else you may have going on as well. Kelsey, you can go first.
Yeah, lady first.
Okay, I'll go first. Well, you guys can find me at, I'm mostly on Instagram as far as social media, official KELYES. I have 2 premieres coming up, one next month on September 20th for the movie Amnesia. It's a psychological thriller. And the following month at Chesapeake Film Festival, we are premiering a love story called Strangers. So look out for those.
Okay, busy and blessed.
Amen.
Mr. Tremaine?
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Tremaine Blair. And then I have, there's a new movie coming out that's based off a true story. And I play Charles Langston called the Oberlin. It's called Oberlin. And it is based off of a true story. And then there's a new TV show that, for confidentiality reasons, I can't name the title yet, but it will be
exclusive.
It will be on ABC, and it comes out in the summer, I believe. So.
Okay, we're gonna speak some Emmys in your future. Come on, ABC. We on prime time. And Pastor John?
Yes, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Israel Finney, and also our church, Life Worth Living Delaware, on Instagram, Facebook. We also have lifeworthlivingchurch.com is our website, and then we have Life Worth Living Network on YouTube that you can find us at also. And then I have one question. Where can I get one of those Unfailing Love shirts?
Yeah, why Pastor ain't got the shirt? He the brother-in-law.
Where the shirts at, Jewell? What's
the shirts? I put the link in the chat.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, cool.
These we're selling them because we're trying to get raise funds for the next film too. So.
Okay, all right, y'all. Y'all hear that they are actively raising funds, and definitely you run up those numbers, then we are automatically putting money into her pocket as well. So please go and share, go and support. Also, make sure you support Megamind by hitting that heart. If you're watching on YouTube, click that heart, give us a donation, give us a thanks for these live streams and for the opportunity to share this platform with other writers. Every third Tuesday of the month, we feature a new screenwriter. And also every last Tuesday of the month, we feature a free masterclass with the one and only Trusted Azrael Smallwood. And so make sure that you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. If you want to be a part of the next Making the Cut, you can absolutely apply. All you got to submit yourself. You never will get the opportunities that you never take. So it's not going to hurt to submit that form and see if you can get up in there. The link is in our bio on every social media platform, including YouTube. So if you go to Instagram, if you go to TikTok, if you go to YouTube, even if you go to the website, you'll be able to find that application in the link thread. Just take your time, look through it. We also have an opportunity called Love Gone Wrong. If you have a short film that is focused on love and it ain't so pretty, it's not the pretty love, Jewell, like she wrote the love story that we all want. Like we want that second chance love, but this one ain't it. This is the type of love where y'all cutting up and y'all ain't doing the right thing. So if you actually have a project that will qualify for the love gone wrong, also click the link in our bio or DM us on any platform. Let us know about that project, and we would love to feature you here on our YouTube channel. Thank y'all also very much for such a beautiful conversation. I'm so excited for you. I'm a little happy jealous. I love telling people I'm happy jealous about you. I mean, you got something that other people won't, you know? So I'm proud of you. Keep going, climb those ladders. Like, and I want to see you, like, even at the Stella Awards, maybe one, I don't know if they got a film category, but if they don't, we need to talk about it. You know, let's start the conversation. But I'm definitely, I'm rooting for you and so proud of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone for listening.
Bye, y'all.
Bye-bye.
Detroit, Michigan. There was no inclusion for people like me. I needed an escape from reality.
Eddie, you gotta go get some help. You can come back when you get clean.
Welcome to Cali.
Hey, Uncle Leon.
In order to stay here, you need to go to rehab. I'm proud of you, Eddie. You're doing good.
Eddie's my middle name. I want to be called by my first name. Dwayne.
Okay.
Mommy, I decided to go to cosmetology school.
You know, you could actually make good money doing hair.
But what kept me living in the land of milk and honey
15 minutes of fame for more than a half shot.
were the GGs, the gay gangsters.
Race eyes pop out they face.
We were a family, making money with credit card fraud and checks.
I don't know what it is that you're doing to be able to afford all this, but whatever it is, you need to stop.
Mommy, I'm in jail.
This is all on you now to make things right.
After 4.5 years, I was released.
That's what I got till I break the mold.
So you're the infamous Dwayne.
What brings you in to see us?
It's time for the outside to match how I feel on the inside.